Let's talk about a tip from an online article: 10 tips to travel in crowded public transport. All right, and it's from lifehack.org. 10 tips to travel in crowded public transport. All right, so first let's do pronunciation. So let's do it out loud. Repeat after me. Let's just do the first part, the title. Repeat out loud. Number 2, move to the center. Okay, so I'm going to read this whole thing and then I will pause and give you time to read it out loud after me. It's a great opportunity to improve your pronunciation and practice. Okay, here I go. Once I'm finished, you repeat after me. Once inside the bus or a train car, move to the center. Standing at or near the entrance is not a good strategy, as people constantly move in those areas, which results in more push and shoves. Moreover, the chance of getting pickpocketed at the doorways where the thief can get off the bus or train easily is higher. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the vocabulary and phrases in this text. All right, so this is a tip, right? A tip is advice, something that the people here at this website, they think it's a good idea, so they're sharing it with us. So tip number 2 of their 10 tips is number 2, move to the center. Okay, so we're going to be talking about a bus, a train car. You don't really have the opportunity in a plane because everybody has their assigned seat. But once inside the bus or a train car, move to the center. All right, and this is usually what they yell, or the conductor or the workers will say if it gets too crowded: move to the center so people can get in. But here they have another reason, a different reason why. Okay, so standing at or near the entrance is not a good strategy, right? It's not a good way of doing things. It's not a good way of participating in this situation, as people constantly move in those areas. So near the entrances where people get on and off, they're constantly moving. Or maybe they're going to move closer so when the train stops at the next station, they can get off easily, right? So which results in more push and shoves. All right, so push and shoves are very similar. I would say push is usually not as strong as shove. When I hear the word shove, I think of more force. Technically, a shove is a push. So push is kind of like the bigger term to cover everything. But when I think of a shove, if someone shoves me, it's probably quite strong and forceful. And if someone pushes me, it could be strong and forceful, but it could also just be like a light push. Excuse me, I'm coming through, something like that. So in the entrance areas to a train or a bus, those are the areas where people get on and off and where it's more likely to have pushes and shoves, especially if the bus needs to get moving because people want to get on quickly and find a seat. Moreover, in addition, extra information, the chance of getting pickpocketed at the doorways where the thief can get off the bus or the train easily is higher. All right, so pickpocketed, here they're using it as an action, right? It's happening. The person who does it is called a pickpocket, right? So pick, as in to pick up something, to get something, to take something. Pocket, to take something out of your pocket. So you pickpocket. You pick a pocket. Well, hopefully you don't. But people that are thieves like this, some of them are incredibly good, and the people don't even know that they've missed that something has been stolen. Okay, so the chance of getting pickpocketed, the chance of having something stolen by someone else at the doorways or the entrances and the exits where the thief can get off the bus or train easily is higher. So if you're a pickpocket, which is, in other words, it's a thief. Pickpocket is just a specific kind of thief where they go around, maybe bump into people. Oh, excuse me. But at the same time, they took their wallet, they took their cell phone, something like that. Okay, so the thieves like to be at the entrances and exits, at the doorways, because it's a strategic decision for them, right? So maybe for the regular passengers, it's not a good idea to hang out at the entrances, exits, but for the pickpockets, the thieves, it's a very strategic decision, because if you go deep in the bus or in the train and you get caught, it's very difficult to get out because people will be pissed off, right? They might hit you and grab you and stuff like that. But if you're standing at the exit or at the entrance, they can maybe steal something quick and they can still have a chance of getting away if they're caught. All right? So this is tip number 2 from the article 10 Tips to Travel in Crowded Public Transport. When we talk about public transport, I'm thinking like public buses, the metro system, the MRT, sometimes they call it, the subway system, even the buses, right? Stuff like that, which is for more like mass, large amounts of people moving from one place to another. Right? Sounds good.